Welcome to the last of my 4-episode arc on my favorite destination in North America, Vancouver. As an FYI, my wife and I spent 6 weeks in Vancouver from late July through early September 2024. We spent the month of August in a condo downtown with our pre and post at several of my favorite properties. This allowed me to rekindle old memories, create new ones, and reconnect with several of my Vancouver hospitality industry friends. With one exception, I paid for each stay via certificates purchased at events like the Site Classic, the IRF, Site Texas, and MPI. I like that arrangement. An organization or charity benefits from my dollars, and I benefit from hotel stays and associated travel, plus maintaining personal relationships, which is good for me and the hotels. We all win. Now, let's get going. I travel. I visit amazing destinations, stay in interesting hotels, and cruise the rivers and the seas. For over 30 years, I've researched, sourced, planned, and operated group and incentive travel programs around the world. I'm Wayne Waldron, and this is my incentive life. My relationship with the JW and its sister property, the Douglas, started before they even opened. In 2017, via one of the silent auctions I mentioned earlier, I bought a certificate for 2 nights in a suite in the JW and 2 nights in a sister hotel, the Douglas. It was love at first sight. The JW offering a polished upscale experience, and the Douglas bringing a low-key chill vibe and under-the-radar luxury. And so it all began. Sitting on the east side of downtown, near the hip Yaletown neighborhood, and immediately next to BC Place Stadium, the JW serves as a gateway to restaurants, nightlife, and retail. Our certificate for this stay was for a 1-bedroom corner suite with views of Falls Creek. Yes, please. I don't have to say a lot about the suite other than it's everything you might expect it to be. Exit the elevator on the 5th floor, and you're just steps from the large and accommodating Bonvoy Lounge. The perfect spot to enjoy a complimentary breakfast, all-day snacks, and an afternoon cocktail hour with complimentary bites and a wine and beer cash bar. Exit the elevator and walk the other direction, and you've entered the conference center with 60,000 plus square feet of conference space, including 13 event rooms and 22 breakout rooms, all shared by the 2 hotels. The JW is a must-add to any shortlist for consideration when looking to Vancouver as the destination for association and corporate meetings, conferences, and trade shows. And there's my personal favorite, incentive programs. As you can see, it offers anything and everything you might need. And the same can be said for the Douglas. There are 8 food and beverage outlets in the 2 hotels. I have 2 favorites. Honey Salt, a bistro-style restaurant just off the lobby with a casual neighborhood feel where the bar is always hopping with good energy and friendly service. And for a more upscale experience, head up to the 6th floor in the garden Parq between the JW and the Douglas. There you'll find the Parq Vancouver's rooftop steakhouse and bar, the Victor. With a menu focused on Pacific Northwest seafood and specialty steaks, every property has a great sales team, and the JW and Douglas is no exception. From its pre-opening days in 2017 until today, my sales contact has been Michael Parsons, Director of National Accounts. Friendly, personable, helpful. I could throw in a couple more adjectives, but the short answer is, you'll like him. I know I do. This picture of Michael and I was taken in the 6th floor garden located between the 2 properties. A great spot to relax and enjoy the day. And note that BC Place is just behind us. Restaurants in the neighborhood? Rodney's Oyster House. My first stop on any visit to Vancouver is Rodney's Oyster House. Nothing fancy. It's an oyster bar and restaurant in Yaletown. And as you can see, they pour wine with a heavy hand. Michelle always accepts the challenge. If you're not a fan of oysters, no worries. There are always 2 types of house-made chowder, fish and chips, a pasta option or 2, and halibut. There is no bad decision. Another option, Roba de Mate in the West End. Roba de Mate was the favorite restaurant find of this year's trip to Vancouver. We went 4 times over our 6 weeks in town. It's Italian, with indoor and outdoor seating, located in a building in the West End that was a hotel that we stayed in oh so very long ago. A lucky find that we'll be returning to. Too many things deserve to be mentioned to focus on just one or two, so here's a short list. The hop-on, hop-off bus for an easy, low-cost way to see and understand the city and its neighborhoods. Or head out to UBC, University of British Columbia, and enjoy the Beatty Biodiversity Museum, home to Canada's largest blue whale skeleton. Or UBC Farm, the only working farm in the city of Vancouver. And there's the UBC Botanical Garden and the Naitobi Memorial Garden, also a beautiful spot. Other options? Take the Seabus water taxi to a number of places on Falls Creek, including the Granville Island Market, a must visit. Rent a car, drive, or take the BC Transit bus to Horseshoe Bay. There you'll take the ferry to Bowen Island and enjoy lunch on the dock at Doc Morgan's Pub. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, please take a minute to subscribe, like, and share. And feel free to leave a comment below.
I'm Wayne Waldron, and this is My Incentive Life.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.